Yeah, very spicy.
Very spicy. That's going to be my new word. You know?
Very spicy.
Yeah.
John, how does your character fit in? It's quite a difficult one to explain that, isn't it?
Well, it is, but
I say one thing. Believe it or not, he is the muscle for Henry Cavill. So only one person could be the muscle to Henry Cavill. Look at him.
Playing to my strengths. You got to see me lift Dua Lipa off a motorcycle, which is great. I'm kind of like the best friend, jack of all trades, master of none, but in a world within a world within a world, and that's what's great about Argyle, is you see the trailer is action-packed and it leaves you wanting more, and there's so many twists and turns in the actual movie that we can't talk about, but that's going to be the great gift to audiences once they go see Argyle. It's one of those movies that you'll be on your edge of your seat because of the world and the action, but you'll also want to try to figure it out, which is an extra added bonus.
Yeah, you just don't know where it's going to go next.
No, you don't.
Do you? But you really wanted to be in one of Matthew's films, and this was kind of on your bucket list.
So, I mean, I'm violating a restraining order that I'm supposed to stay 50 feet because I chased him down, and I really just wanted to be a part of his work. Kingsman struck me so deeply that literally the quote of a gentleman is the modern day knight and a suit is his armor is the reason you see me in my uniform. This is where I feel most comfortable, and that's because of him. So when I found out he was doing Argyle, I wanted to be a part. He actually tried to pitch me. He's like, well, I have this thing, it's kind of this, but it might become. I was like, stop. I'm in. Let's go to work. So I'm really so happy to be a part of the Argyle family, and man, we have a great movie to show the world.
Oh, brilliant. Matthew, we have your wife and daughter to thank for this film, right?
We do. We do. Firstly, it's my wife persuaded me to be a director. I was a producer, and she said direct layer cake because Guy Ritchie fell out of it or left. And then when we watched Romancing the Stone during lockdown, and I thought the world had become pretty bleak. I think it's got bleaker since, which is another subject. But
we put smiles on people's faces.
We're trying.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So and my daughter said, why can't you make a movie like this? And a movie which actually, there's a celebration of women in this film as well, which we're hiding a little bit, but it's, and once you have daughters, you want them to be safe and celebrated.
I bet there's one scene in there in particular that they love where they sort of dance, we won't say too much, with a lot of different colour smoke.
Yes.
Yes. So it's based, right, because you won't have seen it yet, it's based on a book by a writer called Ellie Conway, right? But nobody really knows who Ellie Conway is, do we? You do.
I do.
Because you would have bought the rights, presumably.
I did.
Now, people are saying, Matthew, and of course, this is a very tight-knit group of people right here, so it's fine for you to tell us. Right. Is it Taylor Swift?
Well, this is how crazy it is. My daughter came up to me and said, why did you not tell me that Taylor Swift wrote the book? And I promise you, she didn't. Well, I want to meet Taylor Swift. I said, I don't know her. You're not going to meet her. And she didn't write the book. And then I went online. I was like, oh, my gosh, this is pretty insane. But she didn't write the book. So all the Swifties, I want them to like me and not crucify me.
Definitely.
But she didn't write the book. But there's more chance of a member of your band writing the book than Taylor Swift.
I just think
you never know.
It's absolutely wonderful that Argyle, a movie where the tagline is the greater the spy, the bigger the lie, and its promotion and march to theaters for the world to see is masked in a little bit of deception and a little bit of espionage. Perfect stage for it.
Perfect. John, we obviously don't just know you from the silver screen. You're a superstar of WWE. Now, there's talk about your final bout in WWE.
Yes.
Now, if you could choose, where would it be and who would you fight?
So I've gone by the construct in my life of never trying to pick my opponents because that's way above my pay grade. But I've been an active advocate for London to be a host of WrestleMania. And a lot of people think when I go out in the middle of the ring and I say that, it is just for the local moment. Like, we're the show, we want to make the show happy. Fans in the UK, WWE fans are the best. And fans in London specifically, they will let you know how they feel. And if I don't think I'll be able to choose my opponent, but if I could choose a venue, it'd be the O2 in London.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Make that happen.
Awesome. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Well, you can see Argyle at cinemas from the 1st of February before it's released on Appy